Hello and welcome to another Candle Talk video. You will be pleased to know that we are now moving away from summer and talking about autumn. I received today 6 of the new Kringle autumn scents for 2016. I don't believe these have been released yet in candle form, at least on the website, but they did for a very limited period release them in a daylight form, and you could buy 6 of the 9 new fragrances in a limited edition bundle. So that's what I've done. I've got 2 of them, 2 bundles of 6. And they arrived today, so I thought I'd do a quick review. As they arrive today, it will be a cold sniff review. I've not burnt any of these yet, and it's not autumn enough yet to start burning all these lovely autumn scents. So I will just dive straight into it. Just a quick video. I said there are 9 fragrances altogether. The 6 that we've got here: pumpkin sage, autumn harvest, leaves, lumberjack, eucalyptus mint, and apple basil. And there was also 3 others released: kitchen spice, apple pumpkin, and gilded apple. Now the last 3 weren't available in the pack. I don't think they've been released yet in any format, but they are coming apparently, so very excited about those. For the 6 we've got, we will start with, let's move along this line, let's start with pumpkin sage. Now this smells so fall autumn, heavy on the pumpkin, but also equally heavy on the sage. It's very reminiscent of Yankees sage and citrus, but with pumpkin added into it. Really warm, cosy fragrance. Really, really nice. The next is autumn harvest, which has got a lovely picture on the front of corn cobs and pumpkins in a little wicker basket. This is more spicy. There's a little bit of fruit going on. It's more spicy, more woodsy, but with hints of pumpkin and apple. Not so funnily, despite the name Autumn Harvest, it's not as full on autumn as pumpkin sage, but it's still very, very lovely. Really nice. This is a much more late October kind of Halloween pumpkin-y fragrance. Really quite delicious. Leaves is my personal favourite of the 6, I must say. Really gorgeous. I've always wanted to go, one of my little bucket list things is to go to New England during autumn, and all the different colours of leaves and the covered bridges. And this, despite having never been there, this kind of is what I expect it to smell like. It's really, it's woodsy, it's leaf mulch, spices mixed in there. It's a perfect autumn scent. I think this is a real lovely autumn fall scent. You couldn't burn this at any other time of the year. It's such a lovely smell. Really reminiscent September, October. Just gorgeous. I would imagine my fellow American friends love this. Such a gorgeous smell. And much closer to a sense of autumn than anything that Yankee has done this year. As I said in my last video, I was a little bit disappointed with their selection, but this is just so yummy. Just gorgeous. I just can't really explain enough how much I love that smell. Lumberjack is actually very reminiscent to a Yankee smell. It's very reminiscent to this year's autumn gathering. It's manly. There's patchouli and wood, possibly sandalwood, I think. And it's not necessarily an autumn smell, but those two do go together quite well to create an ambience of autumn. It's really it's manly, but it's a little bit tiny bit smoky, and just the patchouli and the sandalwood come together to create a really gorgeous scent. That's the label. Eucalyptus Mint is possibly the least autumnal of this 6. I was expecting this to be a little bit like Yankees eucalyptus, full on, punch you in the face, fresh smell. And it is very fresh, but neither of the 2 come through the strongest. They're equal parts eucalyptus and mint. And it's just a really lovely fresh smell. Perfect I guess, if you are burning all these kind of heavy spice, pumpkin smells, this is a really good way to break away from them smells, just clear the air a bit if you've been burning them a lot. You know, a lot of candles sometimes you can, even when you've extinguished them, you can carry on smelling them around the house. So I think this would really go well into refreshing the whole house out, ready for a new batch of autumn scents. So really lovely eucalyptus mint joined together, fused together. It's a gorgeous smell. And it could equally be used in the spring, I think, you know, after Christmas, after you've been burning all these Christmas scents. Eucalyptus mint would do very well in refreshing the whole house, ready for your floral scents, your herbal scents of spring. And the last one is apple basil. This is very, very appley, really crisp apple with hints of basil. But the more you smell it, the more the basil comes through, and it becomes like eucalyptus mint, a half and half. You can really smell the fusion of the two. But when you first smell it, you just smell the apple, and you think, oh, is it just going to be an apple candle? But the basil does come through. Really lovely. Apples, of course, play a big part in everyone's autumn. And that is it. Really, really impressed with these candles. I've not burnt them yet, so I really hope that they perform well. I've burnt a few Kringle scents throughout the summer, and all of them have performed beautifully. You know, when I burn Yankee votives, I have to burn 3 of them in a mixology holder to get a hit. Whereas I burn one of these and it feels... I burn them in a small space because they're only small. I burn them in a hallway, but it fills that hallway up really, really well. Possibly I might invest in a few of these as jars. Not all of them, I don't think. I think my 2 favourites are Lumberjack and Leaves. Possibly Pumpkin Sage as well. So I might invest in some of those as jars, and I can't wait for the Christmas scents, which sounds a bit silly because I've not even burnt the autumn ones yet. But if you've seen the preview for the Christmas scents, you know there's lots on the way. Cashmere and Cocoa and Fireside. They really sound right up my street. So I hope you found this interesting. I said just a quick review today because I've just received them and I thought I'd share them with you. If you have any questions, then please do feel free to ask, and I will see you very soon for another video. Bye bye.